Hey guys, how's it going? All right, so I've owned this carpet cleaning company for about 2 weeks now, and uh, I just got QuickBooks set up. I had an issue with the credit card linking, so I finally got it linked with my bank so that I could link it to QuickBooks. But up until now, I've been accepting money, I've been spending money, but I haven't had a clear idea of if I'm positive or negative. So I went ahead and connected QuickBooks, and I made a quick little video showing you how I set it up. It's not fully set up, but I show you my priorities and how to view the reports and read the reports. So hopefully you find it useful. All right, guys, I wanted to show you just real quick how I set up my QuickBooks account. Now, this isn't fully set up, but I figured I'd give a quick overview. So I just bought this carpet cleaning company, Steamaway. And just so you guys know, I'm actually doing this in accountant view. There are two views. There's accountant view and business view. So if you're logged into your QuickBooks under business view, it's going to look a little bit different. But I've noticed a lot of confusion with small business owners when it comes to QuickBooks. A lot of it's overwhelming, but it's very critical if you're going to own a business that you understand how your numbers are working. So when I set this up, the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have all of my accounts linked. When I run business, I don't like commingling. It's very, very stressful for me. Commingling essentially is when I'm using my personal card to buy business stuff and I'm using my business card to buy personal stuff. So I totally separate that out. I have a separate checking account for my business and I have a separate credit card for my business, and I've linked both of those accounts. The second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my chart of accounts. And essentially, what I'm doing here is when I make money, or when I collect money, or when I spend money, I have to categorize these. What is it? Is it a subscription? Is it utility? Is it insurance? Is it service revenue that I'm collecting? Is it sale of material that I'm earning? Whatever it is, I'm gonna go ahead and write out first ahead of time what what my income types are and what my expense categories essentially are, and I'm going to create those here. QuickBooks will create a lot of them for you, and I tend to have to tweak them a little bit. But ultimately, what I would like for income, for example, is I would like my services to be broken out by carpet cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, upholstery cleaning, and not just bulked into services like I have it right now. So anyway, this is a video in and of itself, but after you create your chart of accounts, the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my linked accounts and categorize my expenses. So you see this green check here means I've categorized them. I'm going to undo one and see this one right here. This means that this is not showing up on my report. So if I were to pull a profit and loss report or a balance sheet report, if this is supposed to go on one of them, this is not going to be on the report. So before I pull any reports, I want to make sure that during the date range that I'm looking at, I'm caught up. So this is money that was deposited as services. So I'm going to go ahead and add that, make sure I have those green check marks. Then finally, I can go ahead and view my reports. Balance sheet is probably another video, but this essentially is going to tell me a snapshot of my business. If I were to sell everything right now, take all the money out of my bank account, pay off all of my debts, what do I walk away with? Am I positive or am I negative? What's my equity is what this is telling me. If it's kind of like if I were to buy a house and I had a mortgage on it, if I were to sell it, take all the money, pay off my mortgage, pay closing costs, walk away, what would I actually walk away with? Business is the same thing, and the balance sheet tells you what that number is. I also look at a cash flow statement, but I haven't configured it quite correctly yet. But the main one that I'm going to start looking at as a small business is this profit and loss as a percentage of total income. So I'll go ahead and show that. Now that everything's categorized, I can show you. So far, we've earned $2,782.49, and I can break out where I've spent my money. So 22.53% of that is supplies and materials. And it shows me what my gross profit margin is, so 77.47%. I have subscriptions for our CRM, for QuickBooks, liability insurance, some repairs, gas, insurance, registration of the van that I purchased. and at the very bottom, it will show me what my net income is. Now, right now, uh, because I'm so small, this net income is basically my cash difference. But as I grow and I start having accounts receivable and other things, this is going to be a little bit different. So I'll need another report to tell me what my actual cash difference was. But hopefully you find this quick overview of QuickBooks helpful for you. And it's exciting to see that from buying this company, I bought it for $25,000. I've collected 10% of that money back already, and we're profiting. We're already in the green, which is good. So my goal with this business is to stay net positive, which is rare in business, but that's my goal. So let's see if I can tackle that.